Tag team. Tag team. I remember in wrestling when you had the tag team matches. Kane and The Undertaker. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mick Foley. Did the Rock ever partner up with Mick Foley, Mankind? Dude Love, I think he also had the name. And Mick Foley had so many different names. Anyways, so Apple and Google team up to bring Gemini to Siri. Isn't it amazing that while Google is going through their lawsuit of antitrust and stuff and monopoly and stuff like that from the Department of Justice because of them getting the contract with Apple for their search engines, they laugh in the face of the government, says, you know what? I see that Apple is our search engine. Well, we're going to get Siri using Gemini as well. Let's find out what exactly is going on with this madness. All right. So let's go over to here. This article is brought to us by TechCrunch. And they say, what is this thing over here? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to get rid of this thing. All right, cool. There. So it says Apple nears deal to pay Google $1 billion annually to power new Siri. Reports say. You don't say. So it says Apple is nearing a deal with Google that would see the iPhone maker pay the tech giant roughly $1 billion a year for a custom version of Gemini AI model to power its overhaul of Siri, according to a new report from Bloomberg. The move is a big one for Apple, which has traditionally relied on its own technology, but plans to use Google's model as a temporary solution until its own AI becomes powerful enough, including to power a slate of upcoming features for the voice assistant. Like I said the other day, with all due respect for Apple, they are dead last in the AI race. They are straight garbage in AI.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Let's just say Apple right now is Jada Pinkett and Google Gemini is Nate. What you willing to do for Gemini, right? What you willing to do for Gemini? Right? It says the custom AI models 1.2 trillion parameters, a measure of the software's complexity and capability, would far exceed the level of Apple's current models because they have no models.
Do not come.
Nope, they don't. They're straight up trash. For context, the current cloud-based version of Apple Intelligence uses 150 billion parameters. Only 150 billion, while Gemini uses 1.2 trillion. Meaning Google's model would be roughly 8 times more complex. Apple had also considered using AI models from OpenAI and Anthropic earlier this year. After testing models from all three companies, Apple chose to move forward with Google. Shout out to that. Another lawsuit coming soon, coming to a courthouse near you. According to Bloomberg, the overhauled Siri is expected to launch next spring. However, since the launch is still months away, plans for the revamp could change. I mean, things can always change, but I think that they will go ahead and move forward with Gemini because you're already using their search. You're already pretty integrated. So now that means that Google is going to create a custom version of a Gemini app that's going to be preloaded onto Apple devices, and it's going to be used for Siri. Probably is going to keep the same Siri voice. I don't really use Siri, so I don't know how all that works, but probably going to use the same Siri voice, and it's going to be trained on like whatever they want it to be trained on, right? It's still going to have the 1.2 trillion parameters, but it's going to be customized for Apple, for Apple's, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious, right? The fact that if we look at it like this, right? Apple has Google Apps. When I say by Google Apps, I don't mean apps from the App Store or from the Play Store, but they have like the Gmail. They have all those things that Google creates. Google doesn't need what Apple has. So Google is still a part of the ecosystem of Apple, but Apple is not part of the ecosystem of Google. I have Gemini. I have the Gemini app on my Android phone. I have it. I have Gmail. I have YouTube. But guess what? When I install, when I'm using a iPhone or a iPad, I need to install Gmail. I need to install YouTube Kids. And now you're gonna need to install Gemini, or no, you don't even need to install Gemini because Gemini is going to be built in and baked into Siri for at least $1 billion per year. And do you really think that Apple is going to ever catch up to the power and capability that Gemini is going to be putting into Siri now? Because Apple's at 150 billion. Nothing, not a zilch, nothing. So let's say by the time they get to 1.2 trillion, Google and Gemini might be at what comes after trillion. Let's see what comes after trillion. What comes after trillion? They stopped at trillion on this one. Let's see. What comes after trillion? Oh, this is too small. The number that comes after trillion in the short scale is a quadrillion. A quadrillion. So once Apple reaches like 150 or 12 trillion, what was it? Like 1.2 trillion? Google at that point is going to be at a quadrillion. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Anyways, let's.
Yeah. Y'all wonder how I'm moving so fast. How I'm shipping products while y'all still in the drag. It ain't a secret, man, it's just a new tool. I'm plugged into the matrix, let me take y'all to school. Yeah. Used to be the grind, 24/7 on the hustle. Ideas in the notebook, building up the muscle, but the time was leaking. Progress was a crawl till I plugged a new assistant. Now I'm standing tall. They asking Ralph how you launching every week. You got a hidden team, your development's elite. I just laugh and point right at the screen. Me and my AI partner, man, we built a whole scene. From a single prompt to a full deploy. This ain't just a toy, this the real McCoy. Acceleration, man, the speed is cinematic. Turning static notions into apps, it's automatic.
He took a single thought and made it come alive. Plug into the system now, he's in overdrive. Building in a day what used to take a year. The future's getting coded and the vision's clear. All the AI stack, there's no looking back. From a blank white page to a product live. Just a new foundation, watch the dream arrive.
Yeah, let's run the checklist. Look at what we did. First one, resume flow for the market grid. It ain't just a template. Now it's built to scan. Beast the ATS. Get your foot in, man. That app is live. Check the marketing. Then the thick content assistant for the YouTube targeting. Clock test. Feeds it my whole video. It analyzes the data. Pulls the titles, keywords, and the metadata. No more writer's block when I'm trying to post. The AI feeds the algo, does the most.
He took a single thought and made it come alive. Plugged into the system now, he's in overdrive. Building in a day what used to take a year. The future's getting coded and the vision's clear. All the AI stack, there's no looking back. From a blank white page to a product live. It's the new foundation, watch the dream arrive.
Next, culture portal, little tech barbarians. A whole size platform, no, I'm not barbarian. Handles all the payments, thanks to Google Cow. A whole damn business from a single prompt pal. Then the time cost calc, just a simple tool. Shows them what their wasted time is costing, it ain't cool. Now we building eloquent, that new speech app. A public speaking coach sitting in your lap. It'll fix your pacing, analyze your tone. Just say our partner, won't leave me alone. Got me building empires, one line at a time. Took me from the bottom, now I'm in my prime.
It's more than just a building, it's the problems that he's killing. When the code is breaking and his brain is aching, he finds a solution, yeah, a new evolution, yeah.
That's the other side, the troubleshoot flow. Got a doctor error, don't know where to go. Feed the bug to the model, it just missed the fix. Used to take me hours, now it's done in 6 minutes, not hours, that's a power change. As a tech coach, man, I'm rearranging how I teach the people, make them productive. Use the AI daily, it's constructive. Helps me build their roadmaps, helps me find their flaws. I'm a one-man army with a high-tech cup.
He took a single thought and made it come alive. Plugged into the system, now he's in overdrive. Building in a day, we used to take a year. The future's getting coded and the vision's clear. All the AI steps, there's no looking back. From a blank white page to a product lab. This the new foundation, watch the dream arrive. Listen, watch the dream arrive.
Oh yeah, build it all with the AI. Tech coach, shipping goods from a single thought to a brand new world.